Welcome to Chaotic Nerdtral. On this week's episode, thanks to our lovely friend Erin Dorney, we are doing the cosplay episode.
Yay, thanks, Erin.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Sam.
I'm Shayna.
I'm Jenny.
And I'm Jessica.
So Erin gave us a lot of really nice suggestions, but her question for us is, what do you look for when deciding to cosplay a character?
Yeah, it was a good one. Erin had a lot of good suggestions.
Yeah, she did.
She did.
Yes.
Keep sending them in, people.
Yes, we enjoy it.
We do them.
Because
We
we're very
like the-
indecisive, so...
Well, and also, it's interesting to hear, what do people want to know?
Yeah, a cosplay episode seemed obvious, but I didn't know how to tackle it, and that's a very good approach.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Agreed. So thanks again, Erin. You're the best.
Who would like to go first?
Should we, tell people what we're cosplaying first?
Oh, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Just for fun, yeah. So we actually dressed up, if you're not watching the live stream.
No, this is actually, how I dress on the reg, so...
I believe that, actually.
Yeah. I actually
I
enjoy
wish.
dressing like an old man.
Okay, so Jenny is definitely, she's actually secretly an old man, not only a murderer.
Well, I was just saying, I love this cosplay, and I find it kind of strange how much I love dressing up as an old man, putting little eyebrows on, it's my favorite, so I guess I'll go first. I am Merle Highchurch from the Adventure Zone. Got my little...
What does that say?
Oh, Extreme Teen Bible.
Oh, Extreme Teen. I heard something else.
Dirtier?
Oh.
I heard
Merle is a man
Pre-teen Bible, and I was like, what is that?
I should say, Sarah made our Bureau of Balance bracers, so thank you, Sarah.
I did do that.
Cute,
and then
cute.
the other thing I have, which I'm not putting on, never putting on again, which took 800 years and it's falling apart, is I did have a tree arm when I actually cosplayed this with real tree parts.
It does look fabulous, though.
Yes,
I got at least 2 slivers.
I injured Jessica a few times.
Yeah, you guys are missing out if you're not watching the live recording, though, by the way, because
Yes.
we just saw a real tree hand.
Yeah, that's right.
Made with love.
It was legit.
It was made with anger and rage. After a while.
That's how most cosplays are made,
Yes.
which we will discuss later.
Oh, and I don't know, for those of you that know Merle, I do have a little Kenny Chesney, little guitar pick in his
Attention
hand.
to
Yes.
detail.
Perfect.
All right. What are you, Sarah?
Yeah, what's Sarah?
I'm,
I have no idea.
No idea.
I'm Bulma from Dragon Ball in her first appearance, because it's probably my comfiest cosplay,
Cute.
and I was going for comfort tonight.
Did you go, full outfit?
No, I'm wearing the shirt you got me.
Oh, that's cute. That's
so,
perfect.
because that was
for
easier than the dress, and,
Cute.
So.
I love it. You wore that for Halloween, right?
Yes, and I wore it to a Daisho.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Asen once, I came across a picture of it today. You were Bulma at Asen,
Was I? Oh, I was!
Yeah.
I have worn
I
it
got
more
a
than
picture
once.
of us together. When I was looking through pictures to post for this.
Mm-hmm. Sam, what are you?
I'm Lenore from Castlevania.
Ooh.
She's a badass. She's a diplomat. She's crazy. Well, she's not crazy, but she's scheming.
She's a vampire.
She's got stuff to
She's
do.
a scheming, sexy bitch. So I'm like that. Yeah, I like it. She's cool. If nobody's ever seen it, I don't know. This is one of those debatable things, right? Because it's the Netflix series, not the game. So it's is it an anime? Is it not? You can argue about it.
Ooh.
That's a big argument.
It's certainly done in the style of anime.
It's done in the style. It's based off of a Japanese game, but it's isn't it by white people?
I don't know what studio did a Castlevania. Actually,
I don't
now you say
know,
that.
actually. Somebody knows. I don't know. I didn't do the research for this. Somebody can tell me.
It's an animation
type it in
cosplay,
chat.
regardless.
Yeah, somebody in chat, Google. Because if I Google, it's going to click-clack real loud.
Real loud, and then
Nobody
I'll be
likes that.
Yeah.
Sarah,
Okay,
editor, will be very mad.
Let's do Shayna next.
Yeah, Shanana, what are you?
Monokuma from the Danganronpa series.
It's so cute. I like that you have the bear.
Yeah.
Makeup is so good.
It is.
It's super good.
If I
I
did
was
that, it
actually
would
mad.
look horrible, so.
I was, and I'm kind of grateful because it's the camera. You can't see all the smudges because I didn't test at all. And I was got my 2 kids out the door being like, Mom.
Yay!
And I'm like, no.
And then Jessica.
Jessica.
I'm Retsuko from Agretsuko.
It's cute.
Yes.
I love it so much.
You did good on your makeup, too. Fox makeup.
I was saying, I love all the contouring. I cannot make that on my face.
And the fact that you guys have such even lines, if I did it, it would look horrible.
Yeah, my face lines are eyeshadow. My nose is eyeliner.
Oh, looks good.
I was gonna wear my fangs, but they give me, like, you know,
Yep, same
speech
here.
issues.
You'd sound super
Yep, I
strange.
was like, I don't really want to have a list because
I also thought about
just
blood.
listening to this.
But then I was like, what if it
Ooh.
gets on my clothes?
And you don't want that.
Yeah.
So we'll circle back to the question.
Yeah,
what
okay.
do you look for when deciding to cosplay a character?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go.
Do it.
So for me, I'm not a very talented person when it comes to sewing and things like that. So when I first started cosplaying, it was kind of like, what can I buy from one of those websites where I hope it's similar to what I want to cosplay, and then hopefully it's just easy enough to just do some add-ons where it looks good. Like most of my Fire Emblem cosplays were all ones that I bought from I think Lissa was Fan Plus Friend, I think, and they actually did a really good job. I love my Lissa cosplay.
No,
and
it's really good quality.
Yeah, and I had her staff, but I did not make it because, again, not talented like that. Sam and Shannon made it for me.
That was like ghetto overnight.
Hey,
project.
I like ghetto. That's like how I roll because like
We're
I
like, we
can't-
gotta get it done.
I don't have
Yeah, but it
talent,
didn't
so
look
like
ghetto.
it works. It didn't.
That's-
I loved it.
No.
It didn't look ghetto in
Yeah.
like pictures, but like we knew, or like
That's how.
this done.
That's the other thing about cosplays. I feel like it gets so much smoke and mirrors because everything is held
Yes.
together with like pins in
Right,
a dream,
yes,
and it looks great in
double-sided
pictures,
tape,
but it's
yeah.
like don't even blow.
I
on
have
me.
a
Yeah.
rubber band and paper clips behind me, so
Perfect.
but yeah, so at first it was kind of like, yeah, what can I easily do? And sometimes I couldn't do the character I wanted to do because they would have like armor and stuff. So like with Fire Emblem, I did the characters that I could find cosplay for, not necessarily the ones that I wanted to do, but it still represents what I like. And then as I got more into cosplay, and you know, you guys kind of helped me out, I was able to kind of do more cosplays that I could do on my own, kind of like Merle. Merle, I would say, is my first, even though Merle's been through a lot, so I apologize for Merle's appearance, but
Merle looks
great.
great.
Merle has been through a lot.
Yeah, Merle has been through it, yeah.
If you take anything to the Ren Fair, it's gonna
Yeah. It's been through
take
Red
a
Fair, it's
beating.
been through Die Show. But Merle was the first one that I did not have a base. Like, it was all just stuff
By
that
yourself,
I bought
yeah.
and threw
Bits and
together.
pieces.
And after doing that, I think it's definitely something that I want to do from now on, because it's like, you feel like you're wearing your art, which is weird to say, but like, you did it, you know?
Yeah.
With the help from Sarah, because there's certain things I still have no idea how to
You know
do
what I
it.
think we should also do? Sorry, it's kind of random, but
It's okay.
we should also tell like each other what our favorite is that the other person has done.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
So
great.
what would your guys' favorite of mine?
Well, it is Merle. 'cause
See,
it's
like I like
fantastic.
Merle because you're so proud of it, but I have such fond memories of Lisa.
Yes.
Just because
Yes.
like
Mhm,
we
that's
got
true, too.
like Ratchet in like the Fire Emblem, like Tharsha and Garrus. Like
Yes.
That was
yes,
perfect.
Yes.
What was it? Because I wasn't familiar with the characters. I think it was Azure.
Mhm,
Yep.
I did her as well. Yes.
I loved you in that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I think Merle's my favorite just because I always think back to that, like, gif I made with your raising the eyebrows. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's...
Yeah,
in
I
my
was
memory
telling
banks
them
of love.
I lost my eyebrows, so these are cotton balls, and that's what's
They're
fun
full of
about
perfect
cosplay.
though.
You just yeah.
Mhm.
Happy
So
little clouds.
yeah, so I think that's a lot of things. Like, kind of what you look for as cosplay is once you get more comfortable with it, is like what can you kind of make on your own that represents like your style. And my style also is comfort.
Mhm.
I'm not I don't usually go for like the super overly feminine, like with a lot of skin showing, because to me that's not comfortable, because I'm kind of very self-conscious about that. So a lot of my cosplays, usually besides when I was an Orion slave girl, I was very drunk when I did that, so I felt very confident.
That was a good one though. I forgot
Yeah.
about that one.
So much work in the paint, right?
Yeah, yes. Usually it's something that I can walk around in all day and is super comfortable. Merle,
You were just naked. That was in
um,
winter, right?
yeah, but I mean, it was comfortable.
No,
it was just
yeah.
like the body paint. I was green, so I was kind of like Tobias on whatever.
Arrested
show that-
Development?
Arrested Development. Yeah, where I was just looking like green everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we just suffer at Dice Show.
Because Merle,
but it's so
I bought
fun.
Crocs for him and just put flowers on the Crocs. I was
I do
so
remember that.
fucking comfortable. And that's my thing. It's like when I cosplay, I also need to be comfortable. And that's kind of what I go for. Lissa was super comfortable because it was just a giant flowy dress. Same with Azure. It was just like a long dress, long wig. I just need comfort. And, I'm kind of weird. I like the not beautiful cosplays a lot too, so I think there's gonna be more weird ones like Merle from me because I like it. I feel
it's
so
fun,
comfortable.
yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. So I need to find more fun, weird.
Any
things
like
to
dream
cosplay.
thing that you want to do? I think that's also like another good question. Like, do you have like a dream?
Yeah, like
Cosplay.
skills
Like, right now.
aside, like what would
Yeah.
you really like to cosplay?
Honestly, this is really funny, but my dream is for us to wear our Lolita and make those Wiggler. Are there
my
Wigglers,
God,
right?
that
The
would be
Wiggler heads. And cosplay that. I don't know why. It's a weird dream, but that's what I want.
So
to
for
do.
people who don't know what
Yes.
the Wiggler head is,
Yeah,
it's
so
from Monster Hunter.
Wiggler
It's
head,
it's a giant head of like a little dragon with like big button eyes that looks super
Yeah.
derpy, and it's like super
and it's
tall.
so long. Yes, and I would love to
We're
have
doing the
like,
wiggle. We're doing
super
the
pretty
wiggle.
cosplay,
wiggle.
and then this giant, strange Wiggler head. I think would be hilarious. So that is my weird dream cosplay that I want
I
to
like
do
it.
someday.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I
on
totally
board.
forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yes,
But that's a good one.
Well, I remember
Yeah.
Pigeon Lolita was a thing
Yes.
for a minute.
That's
Pigeon head
also
Lolita.
in my pile of photos. I thought, should I post
I love
this
it.
I love that
Yeah,
she got
that
our
was a good
Pigeon
one.
Head's autograph. That was
They were
great.
so excited.
Yes.
Who wouldn't be? You're Lolita in a pigeon head.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I like to take beauty and just make it funny and weird and I guess ugly, but not in my opinion. Just I don't know.
It's fun.
It's what I love to do. Yes, goes back to why I like to play horde characters on WoW. Like it's what I love.
Yeah.
Can you please cosplay a troll or orc?
Oh god, that's
I would
amazing.
love to. I mean, I guess that would be another dream, but that would be such intense work.
I don't like anything
someday.
with body paint. Like,
Body
Yeah.
paint is
Yeah, that's the other
hard.
thing is,
Yeah.
so what I didn't realize is, because again, I'm learning, we all learn. I hate elitist cosplayers because we all started at the beginning, and
Yeah.
I didn't realize, like, you have to put, like, a sealant on afterwards, so you're not, like,
Yes,
to bias.
seal your body paint.
Yes.
You
So-
were that Homestuck cosplayer
Yep.
ruining
Ah.
the convention center.
Yes, yes.
Just like green smears.
Like,
It's
you
like
know
a
where
snail
Alexa
trail.
is just green
A
everywhere.
snail trail
Yeah.
of green. You'll
Just
find her.
So,
Just follow the green.
I guess, yeah, so I guess, like, my one thing to say is to anyone, like, if you have something you want to do, just do it. Who gives a fuck what other people think? Because I got a lot of feedback from Merle, like, because the thing about Adventure Zone is, because there's no real canon as far as, like, what they exactly look like, it's all open up to interpretation, and some people I would talk about, like, yeah, I'm so excited, I'm gonna do Merle, it's like, oh, well, you need to do this, did you do this, blah, 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 and, I kind of got defeated by that, like, I was so proud of this, and these people had these opinions on what it should be, but I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck it. I am so proud of this.
It's
and-
always
looks
non-cosplayer
great.
dudes who are
Yes.
always like,
Yes,
"Mm."
they have to give you their fucking man opinion.
Yeah, it's like-
So fuck it.
Fucking man
So-
opinion.
like you have never cosplayed before. You don't
Like,
even know.
I am your elder, okay? Don't
Mhm.
talk to me. I'm an old man. Fuck you. No. But yeah, so, like, don't just just ignore those fucking people. They're just unhappy with themselves, and they just need to shit on your
Yeah,
cosplay.
like 100% accuracy too. Like, even for things that aren't.
Because
like,
you know what, if you're gonna be with people who are gonna love your cosplay and you're gonna have so much fun with it, and if people don't like it, they can go fuck off. So you know what, don't be friends with them. So yeah, that's I guess my 2 cents. Just love what you do what you want to do, and just don't give a fuck about other people. Because there's always gonna be
Fuck 'em.
haters. Yeah, fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, heard.
Hashtag
Give him a
fuck 'em all.
splinter with my tree arm. All right, who's next?
I can jump in.
Okay.
I'm pretty similar. Like when I started cosplaying, it was really like, what can I do? What is my comfort level? And my skill level was non-existent. I didn't even really wear makeup before cosplay. Cosplay got me to learn makeup and sewing and resin and foam work and lots of things I would have not pursued otherwise. And so if I find a character I really, really like and I really want to cosplay them, it's like that's the first thing you look at them is go, can I do that?
Mhm.
And that answer's changed. Like, I always wanted to do Sesshomaru. Sesshomaru was, like, a dream cosplay, and I was just like, I just don't think I have the comfort level. And last year I finally built him, and I was pretty satisfied with how he turned out, but that was probably my toughest build I've ever done, because I'm not a great seamstress, so it was a lot of, like, can I find a kimono, because I don't feel comfortable, like, screen dyeing a kimono or sewing a kimono, and I found a good one. And long hair wigs are always a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
They're hell.
He's got the kind of, like, the anime bangs, so I'd never really styled, like, the crimp bangs before. And then he has, like, a pretty intricate armor piece that I was not comfortable tackling until last year. And also, you know, shout out to my boyfriend, because I make him help me a lot.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to know, people who know how to use, like, big tools to make things.
Well, like, I'm terrible at, like, spray painting, and I needed to, like, plasti dip it, and just, like, to get him to help me. And another thing, too, when you're building, like, pieces of armor and stuff, my 3D spatial reasoning is not great. So I can usually start a project and get, like, really, really angry with it, and pull him in and be like, this is what I need to make, this is what I have. And he'll be like, well, you did this wrong. And I'm like, oh, well, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
But normally that's
wrong,
like, that's like 2 nights before the con, and I'm like...
Yeah, crunch crisis mode.
That's another thing we should probably talk about, is, like, this past year has been really sad. Because we have no cons and we have no cosplays, but it has been very stress-free in that, like, cosplays can sometimes be, like, an unhealthy love-hate relationship.
Yes.
They're expensive, too. I know I've saved, like, a lot of money.
Or just, like, there's a specific thing that's really important to your outfit, and it's, like, a bitch to make, and you want to kill it with fire. Like, you just get so angry doing it.
And you get so worked up over it being, like, perfect and right, and,
feels like nobody's gonna care if you have that one little gem on your boot.
Like I said, for God's sakes, I have, like, Gandalf's wig and beard, you know what I mean? And
there's some cosplays where I feel, like, very, like, laissez-faire, like, this is gonna be fun and funny, and then there's some cosplays where I'm just like, this has to work, and this has to be perfect. Because it's, like, your dream to, Well, that's because, like, there's 2 versions of cosplays in my mind. There's your fun, fast, easy, comfortable cosplays. That's what Bulma was. Super easy to put together, super comfortable, didn't really super care if it wasn't, like, 100% perfect. Great, awesome. Always a good, like, you know, cosplay to throw on the roster when I can wear it for a long time. And then there's, like, your dream cosplays that are big builds, complicated builds, and usually have a very short window to wear. Yep. Like, I'd put Sesshomaru on, and I had, like, you know, a couple hours of walking around before things start to shift and you have to take it off. And always had to have a handler with me because, like, with the tail and everything moving. I did Harley Quinn one year. That was a pain in the absolute butt. Full catsuit, classic Harley Quinn with a giant hammer. And I felt so claustrophobic because the cat suit, like, heaven forbid you have to go to the bathroom.
Right? Yes.
I can imagine.
And then the hammer was so big, it, like, took out, like, all of my sight on one side. I couldn't see, I couldn't get around. It was super heavy, because it was one of the first props I ever made, and I did not make it with, like, use in mind. I only made it with aesthetics in mind.
Understandable.
And that was face paint again, so it was just very claustrophobic. So those are, like, my 2 categories of cosplay.
Yeah.
And normally when you do a lineup for a convention, you do, like, one problem child cosplay.
Yeah, like, torturous one.
Yeah, which is normally, like, you know, your favorite and big and intricate, but, like, you can't stack, like, 3 of those in a weekend. You'll hate yourself. You won't have any fun. You can't wear them for very long. So that's, you kind of have to split the difference there. When you're looking to build a cosplay, you really have to look at it and go, not only can I make it, but, like, how long can I wear it?
Yeah. You don't get the photo ops and then be done. Is pretty much
like, I would never wear Sesshomaru to the Renaissance Fair. I would die. And you would get very
imagine
dirty.
How hot that would be.
Oh my god. I wore Steampunk Fiona to the Renaissance Fair, and I sweated. I had my big...
Oh, yeah, that had the corset, right?
Well, it was a corset. It was a long skirt, boots, thigh-high socks. I had the wig. I had the bunny ear helm, like, bonnet on. And then it was the steampunk version, so I had a full foam glove that I put on, and I was...
And I guess for those of you that aren't from here, the Renaissance Fair, it's Bristol Renaissance Fair, and it's usually in August?
Starts in
July,
July, runs
August.
through Labor Day.
Wisconsin has Death Jungle summers, so
does.
and there's no trees at Ren Fair, so it's just beating sun down on you 24/7.
Yeah.
Laurel was great at Ren Fair, except for I got beard sweat really bad.
Yeah. That's like mass
I got
sweat
like
now,
heat
though.
stroke as Taco. I was like almost passed out.
Yeah.
It's
Good
a weird
times.
hobby.
Angus
We're-
is
we
one
are
of those
weird.
real comfy.
But
for
you know,
Ren
it's
Fair
art.
costumes
Like,
for
it's
me.
something that you can be proud of, and that's why I think, you know, that's why I think we get so obsessed with it, because it's like you're making your own little baby.
Well, and like
baby
the
art.
reaction you get from people when they see you and you're like a character that they really love, and how they light up and how they're so happy to see you. It's like how I imagine it as being like
oh
a
my
mascot.
gosh, like when I was
like,
Lissa and my son said, "Mom,"
I was gonna
and
say,
like ran
"Mother."
over to me. Yes, I loved
Mother,
it
give
so
me a
much.
hug.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or if you're like
Yeah.
Sam and you're Tharja and don't hear all the people say that they love
When people
you.
yell at me in my
Because
character
you
name,
forget,
it does
like,
not
you
register.
forget what your name is, you know what I mean? Like, because you're like,
Yeah.
I'm Sam, and if you're like, Tharja,
Like, who's
and you like
that?
forget that
Yeah.
that's what you are, yeah.
No, and we're usually like having a good time,
Yeah.
like in the
Because, I
party
mean, I
mode
won't
a
lie,
little
like, when
bit.
the person, like, first came up to me and was like, Mom, I'm like, wait a second. Like, what?
I was,
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
I was like, I gotta go. I was
Yeah.
like, this is your problem now, Jenny. I'm bailing. I gotta go.
But no, but that was really cool, and we got a picture together. So yeah, it's like, that's another fun thing about cosplay. Is like,
Was that the
people you
same
meet-
con I dipped my tail into the toilet?
Probably, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
That sounds about right.
Other risks.
But yeah, you just got stalked as mama.
Yeah, and I think,
Mama.
and that's another awesome thing about cosplay too, just kind of go off the subject, is it's such a fun community. You know,
Yes.
you can
Sometimes
you can-
it's like
Mostly.
for the most part, you
Mostly.
can be
75,
whoever you
25.
want. You can be whoever you want, and no one's gonna judge you. You know, and I like that. Like, there's some of the most friendly people I've ever met, some of the most accepting people I ever met.
mhm.
You know, and it's so fun because after, like, the day, there's all these con room parties, you just drink, you meet new people, and for the most part, it's super fun. You know, I've personally, I haven't really met any con elitists, you know, cosplay elitists at conventions. It's mostly just been online or people
same.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I know.
Online is
Yeah.
always where
Yeah.
Well,
like,
people can hide it.
conventions-
Like, they're not going to come up to your face.
yeah, the
and say
conventions
stupid shit.
I've been to, like Dice Show and Anime Central, I've never run into anything.
I have a story
Yeah.
about that
Uh-oh.
if I get to it in my notes.
Okay, all right. Do
Oh,
you
the
want to go
Lolita
next?
ones?
Yeah, the Lolita one.
No, why don't you go next?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I will go next.
Wait, we gotta say our favorite.
Oh yeah, our favorite
yeah.
of Sarah's.
Yes. Oh,
That
so
one's
Shomaru
the
for me.
Shomaru.
And it was
Hands
really
down
hard
for me.
because,
It might be Shishomaru, but I'm not sure. Let me
Sashomaru-
think about it.
like, I have the hots for Shomaru, so at that point, I had the hots for you, Sarah. I'm sorry, but I was like, yes, because Shomaru was alive for me, so it was my favorite. I loved
The
it.
pictures were gorgeous
Yes.
too.
Yes.
So that one's
Yeah,
great.
it was.
I do
did
think
good.
you were super hot as like the punk Sailor Moon, though.
You're hot
too.
normally, but this was
This
like
is like you. That
my
already
dream
looked
man
like
come
you.
true.
I think that worked like really well. But yeah, Shishomaru is really great. But that's like obviously like one of the most recent ones in my mind. I really like Gaius or whatever too.
Oh,
Gaius.
yeah.
Candy
the Fire
Bandit.
Emblem ones are always,
I know. I have such fond memory of Fire Emblem ones.
yeah.
That was a comfortable one, too.
Yeah.
Also,
Is that
super
the one with the
short
short
wig.
red wing?
Super, short
Yeah.
red wig.
Comfy
That was a
little
cool
cape.
one.
You had a cape.
Cape.
What else
Yeah.
can you ask for? You had a fucking cape.
Yeah, I had a cape,
That's it, hands
gauntlets, boots, and I
Yeah.
had little suckers in my vest. Oh, that was really comfortable.
cape and
one. I'd love to
candy.
wear that one again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one looked really cool. I like that one a lot.
Hot boy, cape and candy.
I
That's
cosplay
all
a lot of men.
I like
Yeah.
But like they get the cool costumes, so
yeah,
why not?
generally, and they're usually more comfortable.
Yes, exactly.
I've come close a couple times, but I've never been a man yet.
It's
There's time.
do it. It's
It looks like a lot of
comfortable,
fun.
it's
Like,
fun.
You gotta do Char. One of
I was
these
gonna say,
days.
but I think I want to
If
do
you
like a
don't.
lady one
Yeah.
because his
Gender
hair
bend.
is too lame. Like as well,
I
I mean,
agree.
like I don't think that would work for me. Like I can see.
You do my
like,
main man, Zex Marquise.
Yeah, like I can think of other men that would be like, oh yeah, it would work. But Char, like the way he's drawn, even though he's like one of my favorite characters, I don't think that'd work for me.
That's the other thing too, is you gotta find, like, sometimes there's a character I love, but I just don't feel like their aesthetic
yeah.
Yeah,
works.
you can pull
I've
it
And
off.
done
I feel like
several of those.
cosplay
Yeah.
anything you want, That's just a personal preference.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like, that's like
Yeah,
all the little dragon characters on Fire Emblem. I love them so much, but they're like tiny little children.
Yeah, they like have the body of a 5-year-old.
Yeah, like I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that because I don't have the body of a 5-year-old. So
yeah, it's a hard one. I mean, that's why I think I want to do Tiki.
yeah,
Because she has boobs.
She does.
yeah.
But yeah.
Do you want to go next, Sam? Since you
Yeah,
have
I can go.
thoughts in your brain.
I did have thoughts in my brain. They might have escaped.
Head empty.
But
only
anyways,
cosplay.
so I guess, like, for me, like, when I think about it, I really, really, really tend to lean towards, like, video game cosplay over anime cosplay. I mean, I think that goes for my real life, too. I'm much more picky.
Yeah.
Or, like,
For sure.
actually, I just
Honestly,
find...
don't think I've ever cosplay an anime. I think it's all been video games or, like,
Yeah,
TV shows.
it's, like,
or
it's
podcasts.
hard. It's, like, because I like animes, but, like, half the time I like ones and they don't really have, like, noticeable costumes. Like, they just wear regular clothes or something. So then it's like, well, that's hard, because, like, they don't have any distinguishing features.
No, you
so I
can be
tend
identified.
yeah. And, like, I guess I do spend more time, like, especially lately, like, playing video games, and, like, a lot of the characters are more, like, uniquely designed, and I probably just like games more in general. Not to say I don't like anime, but I'm much more, like, picky.
One over the
You
other.
get more attached to video games because you feel like you did it yourself.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Yes.
That is a good point.
It's a story
like-
that you are in evolving with, and
Yeah.
it comes to the completion, so you're, like, attached to it.
So, like, obviously, I've done, like, a lot of those, but I also, like... So sometimes I'll do anime characters, but I feel it's, like, more at the behest of Robert. Like, hey, I like this character, she looks cool. I'm like, alright, I'll do it. Like, because I'm not gonna say, like, oh, 02, like, whatever, like, she wasn't cute or anything. Yeah, I just think she's cute, but was I emotionally attached to that cosplay? Absolutely not. I really, like, connect with my cosplays when I obviously, like... I like to feel, like, powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like to be like, I look hot, but I'm also, like, a badass bitch, you know? Like, I just like to, like, Tharja, my cape.
I was just gonna say
I was
Tharja.
gonna say, you
Cape.
told me you like cosplaying girls where you don't have to smile.
Yeah, that's true. That's really good, Sarah. Thank you for reminding me. Because you know what it is when I was Riku or whatever, which was, like, the first thing I built on my own, Riku from 10-2, everybody was like, oh, why aren't you smiling? Like, Riku would be happy right now. And I was like, excuse me, I've been walking around in this all day. I'm just trying to go back to my hotel room. Don't you dare tell me to smile. Like, I will kill you. So from then on, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna use bitchy characters all the time.
No more smiling.
No more smiling. So, like, I just like if I could be a badass bitch and, like, whatever. Or have fun or be silly. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, my favorites are obviously, like, I don't even know. Anything from games, pretty much, usually. Like, obviously, 2B, that's obvious. Cosmos was great, but that was also another one that was, like,
Okay.
90s hair.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quite
They're
know what
so
to
hard
do
to
with.
recreate in real
Like,
life.
it's
It
just
looks
like-
so good though.
Yeah.
It
Up
turned
and-
out so good. I love your Cosmos.
Thank you.
I
I
think
love it.
that
I've-
might be my favorite.
I've only worn it once, the one time at ASEN that I think nobody else could really go for some reason. And I did get a question too because, yeah, like Monster Hunter also, that was one of my favorites.
That was
For
a cool one.
Mercy. But, so we do 3D print a lot at my house for my, weapons, accessories, some armor pieces and stuff. And I did get a question about it in our little chat here. So when we're looking for patterns, like, My Mini Factory has a lot, Thingiverse has a lot of patterns that you can search.
I've
So
bought
they're
a lot on Etsy, personally.
Yeah, I was gonna say Etsy, but Etsy, like, keep in mind, people make the patterns so you're paying for them. The other two tend to be free, but, that's, I guess, they're more widely available. Sometimes, if it's new or whatever, you'll have to go to Etsy. I also like a lot of, like, paper crafting patterns that you can look up, or you can just, like, print it off and cut it out on, like, foam. That works really well.
Yep, we do
But
that
yeah.
for a lot of swords and stuff.
Yeah, I look at My Mini Factory and Thingiverse and Etsy for 3D printing patterns, because you usually can just type in whatever and they'll have something. But, like, that's a great resource. I love that. I just got asked that question, so I just wanted to make sure I answered it.
Very cool.
I forgot what else I was going to say.
Oh, we were talking about elitists. When it comes to Lolita.
So yeah, the one
Lolita
experience
one.
I had with an elitist, it was Lolita.
And we were
like,
that was the one that we were together, right?
No.
Or is it different?
This
Okay,
was
I'll talk
before-
about that one.
I think this was like maybe around when I met you. So actually before I met anyone else in the group, but it was like at Anime Milwaukee when it was new and it was still at UWM. I was in my like bodyline Lolita, like whatever. If that's all you can afford, go for it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. It looks cute, whatever. $50, who cares? Like, you don't have to pay $500 for a dress.
No, don't go broke for something.
You can do whatever you want. Amazon, Bodyline, whatever. But somebody came up to me and was like, "Just so you know, you're not modest enough," because like my shoulders were like exposed right here. Like right here.
How dare you?
So
the Lolita police are on their way.
A Lolita skank to the highest level.
The Lolita community is super fucking toxic, and it's disgusting.
I've seen it firdhand.
That's where I've encountered like elitists in all conventions.
Hashtag not all Lolita.
Not all, but the majority is like super fucking toxic, and I've
seen a few. It just be nice, especially Lolita is more gatekeeping, I think, than than cosplay, because now you have like make costumes, like you can buy an $80 costume and look way cooler than I could. Like, back when I started out, because they have pretty good stuff.
Oh, yeah, they're...
Well, and that's
the cute costumes come like a long way.
But Lolita is still, like, $500. Like, if you want something that's, stupid. Like, brand.
Well, because, like, and then if you go to a convention, if you want to be part of the tea party, you have to wear their brand. Or, like,
that is true.
When I was going to a photo shoot, like, they were like, well, what brand are you wearing? I'm like, I'm not wearing a brand. I'm wearing, like... Because this was, like, when...
This is the red carpet of Lolita.
And then they look at you like, fuck you. I'm like, sorry I don't have $1 billion to do something that I do maybe, like, once a fucking year. Like I said, just like a super fucking toxic community, a lot of it. And like Sam and I encountered it. So like, obviously, if you guys can't tell by this episode, that's really silly, but we like to drink. And so we like to dress up in Lolita and just drink and have fun and be silly, because that's who we are. So we were at DaishoCon, and literally a Lolita police came up to us and told us like, "Oh, you're Lolita. Well, this is a group that you can join. We'll teach you how to be Lolita."
The business card.
Yes, and gave us a business card. They said that she'll teach us manners and how to fucking be Lolita.
Oh,
wow. Sam and I were really fucking drunk at the time, so we were
ripped it up, threw it in the garbage.
Yeah, I was like, okay, bitch.
We were so dramatic.
The dramatic.
Like, I understand, there's certain Lolita, like, that people follow where they follow, like, those mannerisms and everything like that, and if that's what you want to do, fine, but don't fucking come up to me and tell me how to live my life, motherfucker. Yeah. Like, sorry.
No, like, you should have seen me. I think I turned, like, purple, and I was just like, I bought this, I was, like, pretty much, like, I think I was, like, 19 at the time, but it was, like, I paid for this dress, I bought it, it's mine, I will wear it however I damn well please.
Yeah, I'm sure there's so many people our age that knew. Is Bodyline even still a thing anymore?
Yes, they are.
Is it? Okay.
I was like,
I'm sure there's so many people our age that know what it was like to want to do Lolita and could never afford those dresses and did Bodyline, and then have some bitch come up to me like, "Oh, well, it's not fucking angelic pretty" or something. Like,
yeah.
And you know what sucks is like I finally bought, I think it was an angelic pretty dress, finally. Like, I was like, I saved money, I bought it. As honestly, there isn't that huge of a difference, like...
Quality?
Quality's a little bit better.
Quality is better, but it's not like...
as far as, like, if you were comparing my non-angelic pretty dress, like my just basic generic Lolita to the angelic pretty... You would not know the difference unless you came up and inspected it, like, pulled it up and looked at the material and the sewing.
Let me get my magnifying glass.
You would not know a difference.
Stitching.
Oh, they will.
The fact that it's so fucking expensive is ridiculous. So,
not going to a tea party. We need to have, like, a anti-tea party, a Long Island iced tea party.
Yeah.
Get ratchet.
So at the next anime convention, if you see us, we're going to have a Lolita Long Island iced tea party. Please come. Yeah, we won't judge you no matter what you wear.
You can say bad words. Yes. You can throw things.
Yes.
You can show your shoulders a little bit.
Oh, I can show my shoulders. All right, I'm in.
I've got that one jumper skirt that is so short, and, like, I'm 5 feet tall. Like, why is it that short? And I have luckily not ever had anyone come up to me and say, "Dang, why is your Lolita so slutty?"
Yeah.
Luckily, I guess.
They were thinking it.
Yeah. People just,
I'm
talk
just
off
kidding,
of their
but-
opinions.
So,
Yeah.
what is our favorites of Sam's cosplays?
Well, Sam knows mine is obviously Tharja.
Tharja's good. I like
It's
the
hard.
Kasumi one, though.
Oh, I forgot about.
hard
See,
one.
I'm trying to even think of what my favorite is, and I don't even know.
I
Would
think
you
it's
say you're her, Shayna?
I like her Kasumi. The Monster Hunter one was
Street Fighter.
super impressive, and I liked it.
that one was good.
but-
yeah.
That's probably also not my favorite, though.
I think I
like it.
I personally like
Mhm.
Tharja because I want to cosplay Rajat and like us do like a fun little
Yeah.
crazy.
That would be cute.
Photo shoot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what man I would be, because I thought there was a man I almost cosplayed recently. Now I can't think of it, and it really bothers me. Like, what was I doing?
Tharja, I was gonna say Tharja, but actually I think my favorite is your Mithra or Makoti.
Oh, I love that, yeah. I'm actually making a new outfit for that. Well, I started it last year, and then when nothing was happening, I just stopped.
It's like, yeah.
But that one will have a new, like, armor
Mm-hmm.
whenever the hell there's cons again.
I'm always
I
down for a
think-
cat girl.
Final Fantasy
me,
14 Cat Girl.
I think I have a soft spot for Asuka. Even though, like,
I love Asuka. My ass is way too huge for that, but whatever. It's because it's like cut in the 80s style. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Nobody wears that. Like, no, that does not look flattering on anybody that's an actual real human. But I didn't care.
no, you look good.
I still liked it. I think, oh yeah, that's when I put on that wig for Halloween and it smelled like ass.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh my god, you smelled so bad. It smelled like BO alcohol.
I was like,
sweat,
smell my hair. It was like
I
this
think
part
like
that
hot
sits in the armpit.
Yes, and
It was
because
like
I remember
chlorine
because it was
and
funny
sweat.
because
Oh,
I
yeah.
smelled something and I was
That's
like,
miserable.
well, I'm just maybe I'm just smelling something weird, and then you said it.
I was like,
oh,
no,
that is
it's my
exactly what
hair.
I'm fucking smelling. Yes,
It's my hair.
Did
And
it
then,
smell
like-
worse than your boots that smelled like barbecue?
What?
Yes, like actually,
You
it was
haven't
like
heard the barbecue boots?
yeah. So that's when I was
Nope.
Hatsune Miku back when I would dress up as anything, and
Back before she had standards.
back before I had taste. Anyways, no offense if you like Miku, but
I like Miku.
but yeah, I had
Yeah.
boots for that, and the police broke into our room at the Hyatt because they smelled like burning like barbecue and weed. So they like broke in. We were drunk, and I was like sticking my shoe in the officer's face, like smell it.
This is what
It's
you're
the
smelling.
shoe. It is not me. I'm not smoking. It's the shoe. And he was like, "All right." And he like backed off. He's like, "I'm
Smell
out
my
of here."
shoes.
Like, get that shit out of my. Like, he just believed me instantly because like this crazy bitch is sticking his shoe in my face right now.
That's
Like, I literally went into the
crazy
closet and
stories
pulled it
list.
out.
Like,
Yeah.
this is it.
Dude.
Like, this is what you're smelling.
Such
I don't
delightful
have any
memories.
hardcore drugs in here. It's my Miku shoes, and I've been wearing them all day. Have a smell.
That adds to the flavor.
I was gonna say,
Good
yeah. Are we
times.
gonna now talk about convention smells?
No.
I
We
hope
could do
not.
that
Let's not
after.
bring
That's
down
like
the mood.
That's a different
Yeah, right?
podcast
We
entirely.
could
Yeah.
talk about conventions as like a whole different
Oh my
podcast,
god,
yeah.
yes.
That is true.
All right, who wants to go next? Shayna, you sounded like you had something to say. Or Jessica.
not really.
Do you want to go?
Well,
I'll
it's
go.
too late. You
Yes.
called out.
No, I'll go. Total novice to the whole cosplay scene. I didn't know about any of it until I met you guys when I moved here. God, like 8 years ago now. Shit.
Let's not think about it.
Shh,
That
it's fine.
it ages us.
But like I met y'all when I was pregnant, so it's not like I can go and like party at the cons with you guys yet or anything like that. So I think the first time I went is maybe after we'd been hanging out for like 2 years. And I remember it fondly because I think it was Asen and I want to say it was Jenny let me crash in her room at
Yeah.
the last minute. And it was extremely last minute. So at that point it was, well, crap, like I want to be part of the group and I've never cosplayed and I want to. But yeah, like at that point, the first time I ever went, it was like, first of all, what do I like? Second of all, can I wear it and keep up with these girls that are nuts? And then third, I'm plus size. That's a huge factor for me. It's like, I can't really squeeze into a lot of the cute stuff that I would like to and look okay.
And Chinese
And then-
sizes are wild. So it's
Dude.
like,
Yeah, I would
Totally.
like a triple extra large. What the
Yeah,
fuck's wrong
same.
with you in Chinese
Yeah.
sizes?
Well, that and like a lot of the cool female characters from all the stuff we watch are like waist the size of an eyeball.
Yes.
So it
Oh, yeah,
just makes
totally.
you feel terrible about yourself.
And like super tall,
Yeah.
so like you're short and you buy this outfit and like the boobs are here when you
Dragon.
try to like put it on, you're like, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
But like, I don't know, those were big factors for me. So the first one I ever ended up doing was Sophie from
I
Howl's
love
Moving
So
Castle.
cute.
Yes,
I
I
loved
loved
it.
it so much. Yes.
I was stoked with my little boots on Amazon.
little
The dress
calcifer.
was...
Yeah, she had a
Yeah.
little calcifer, yeah.
Ivy has it. My daughter now. She
Aw.
loves Calcifer. He's
You
in
should
her, like-
cosplay it again, because I would love to cosplay Howl.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cute.
I'm down. I'm
That'd be
so
so
down
fun.
for that.
I'll just be
That'd a lot.
Calcifer. I'll just do a giant like paper mache.
You
Calcifer.
already have the beard. You could just be that kid, like in the.
Oh, I could do that too. Yes.
Marco.
Yes. And I'm
I
short.
love-
Yeah.
Let's do
Who's
it.
gonna be Turnip Head?
Not me.
Aw, Sam, your turnip head.
I mean,
I'm not doing it.
Yes, you are.
And you have to hop everywhere.
I'm not doing it.
We're gonna get you a pogo stick.
I was like, get this woman a pogo stick.
I'm actually probably the best pogo sticker you know. I can
Well,
do
now
it
you have to be turnip
no-handed
head.
for
Well, now
like...
you have to.
I can do it with no hands for like an hour straight.
Good. My arms out.
So now you're
My thighs are
now you're
strong.
turnip
Top
head.
hat on.
Scarecrow Prince.
Strong thighs.
Anyway, continue, Shayna. Sorry, we're tangenting.
No, that's fine. That's the whole point. But this is the second one that I've done, and the first one that I like put more thought into. And I wanted so badly to have the artistic talent that y'all have for like the prop making and stuff. Because I wanted real bad to make a big old gavel to go with this. Because I feel like that's a lot of the fun when you're putting on a cosplay that you threw together.
Props are big, I think. Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
anyways. Props
And they're
are a
fun.
big deal.
It's what you like. Like, it's all of its pieces that you like, and it's an expression of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget it. The first time I wore this, it was when you were dying in the hotel room. Jessica was...
That was a bad day in the
Jessica
life
was
of
with
me.
me. What was... How do you say it? Is it May or Mai? From Overwatch? May. You looked like a badass, and you're walking around, everybody was getting your picture. I'm like, fuck yeah, my friend. Because all your props looked awesome, everything was super put together, and I'm just like chilling.
I was
And
hungover and dying secretly on the inside.
You couldn't tell. You looked amazing. And the fact that you were able to move in those boots at all was
Oh
awesome.
yeah, it was like
I've
quite a
worn
wobble.
them. I've worn them so many times. Yeah, I am used to the waddle.
Proficient. But no, like, you were taking a picture with somebody, and a little kid came up to me, a little girl, and she's like, "You're my favorite version of Monokuma that I've seen so far." And I almost cried.
That
Not
is
just 'cause I
like
was
the
hungover.
moment.
It's the best when it's kids.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna lie to you. They're gonna tell you look stupid if you look
Like,
stupid.
yeah.
you look like shit.
It just made me happy. Pretty sure it was the pigtails, but
It's cute.
it was amazing. And I loved it. So, someday when we're allowed to be together again.
I know.
It's getting soon.
We're so overdue.
Guys. It's getting
Yeah.
soon.
Monokuma was my favorite, though, that you did, just because I really like that game.
Mine's
So much
mine's
fun.
Sophie. 'Cause
I would
Mine's
say
Sophie,
Sophie, but I
yeah.
figured everybody else would say Sophie.
No, I
And even
totally
though I love your
Monokuma
cosplay of
because I love the
Monokuma,
makeup.
Yeah.
Monokuma fills me with such unbridled rage.
Yes.
I lo-
Yes.
He is a psychopath. Like,
and that's, I feel like,
but
if you
see,
could
that's
have
what I
fun-
would do. I'm like,
That's
I
a
like
fun
playing
cosplay
the
to-
psychopaths.
yeah.
Yeah. Like,
if you could disappear into it a little bit,
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
give a
Yeah.
little, like, role play a little bit while you're, like, walking
Yeah, a
around
little
the halls
bit.
and
Yeah.
stuff,
yeah,
I think that's extra fun. And
Yes.
a little psychopathic principal bear
yeah,
is a hoot, so I'm about it.
I like it.
What's your dream cosplay?
That's a good question. Honestly, I want to do Sheogorath real bad. The Daedric Prince from Skyrim. He's the one that, like, wears purple and likes
Oh.
joints.
Oh,
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Oh, you could just carry around like a cheese
Yep.
platter.
Yes.
And
That would be
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. But that's my dream thing. But that suit is intricate, the one I want to do anyways. So it's like, I gotta learn some things.
You know, that's the thing though, is like you see cosplays and you think, that's not my thing. But you give it a couple years and you learn some things, you get more comfortable, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden you're there.
I'm about it.
It's really like, honestly, you can do anything. It's just about like time
That's a good
and
factor.
like
Time and
and
money.
breaking it into
trial and
bite-sized
error.
pieces.
Yeah, because it gets exhausting if you're trying to do it in like a few months.
crunch.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's the other thing too, is like, don't tell yourself you're going to wear it to a con. Just say you will wear it when it's ready.
Yes.
And then you just chip away at it.
even though that never works for me.
No.
Just for the record. Because
Do
I
as
always
I
have to
say,
have
not as
a
I
con.
do, but.
Yeah, no.
But that
The
is,
week
honestly, if you
before
can
you
approach it that way, that
together.
is a healthy
think
way
you're
to
right.
approach it.
I didn't get to answer what my dream one was.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
Sarah
What is your
did
dream
either.
one?
No, what
Did you?
No.
I think I really want to do, like, that crazy, like, dead puppet boss lady from Nier with, like, all the, like, crazy, like, dead skeleton bodies on her.
That'd be
Oh,
pretty
that'd be
cool.
amazing.
It's
Yes.
a wild one. I'll show you guys a picture,
So you
like,
can all
after
look it
we're
up.
done. But, like, that first one, the crazy one that wants to be beautiful, I think somebody did
Uh-huh.
it, and it was, like, really good.
And Sarah, what is your dream?
I think my dream would be Dragoon form Rose with the wings.
We have to
Yeah.
do Legend of the Dragon. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. That would be really...
I don't know if I
really
could do
fun.
Maru's, though. Hers is kind of like, I don't know. I guess it's just an armor version of what she's already wearing. Like an armor.
Yeah, I mean, if we're
bra
talking
skirt.
dream cosplay, like, not even worrying about, like, the logistics
We gotta have
of
the
it.
wings. We
Like,
can
everything's
swat 'em
created
with
for
it.
you. It's a dream
Yeah.
cosplay. Like, you don't even have to do the work.
Do
Yeah.
it.
I saw someone cosplay Dragoon form Dart with the wings, and it was
Ooh.
quite good.
That's
We
awesome.
need to do that.
Yeah.
That's hashtag dream goals right
Yeah.
there.
All right, Jessica, take us
Take it away.
home.
Alright, so when deciding to cosplay a character, for me, it's all about how much I love the character, and, like, I don't really, like, occasionally I'll think, maybe this doesn't really fit, but overall, like, if I love a character, I'm gonna cosplay them, and, like, even if it's, like, subpar, like, I mean, like, I feel like I can't cosplay men or boys well, because I haven't, maybe I'm just not good enough at makeup, or maybe it's just my round lady face, but, like,
I think
I've
you just
done
gotta, like,
Greg,
layer
yeah.
that on. But I
Yeah,
don't
I've
know
done
either.
Greg from Over the Garden Wall, and 707
I
Mystic
forgot about
Messenger,
707.
And Angus
You were an
from...
I didn't
adorable
forget
Angus.
that was
Sorry,
the next
but your Greg and Angus were my favorite. I love them so much.
I love cosplaying them because I love the characters.
Yes.
So it's for me, it's like how much I relate to the character.
707 was
Like-
Death Day for me.
It was
so
so
I remember
good.
it well. But I
Yeah.
thought that was cute.
Yes,
Mhm.
it's
No.
fun. A good time. That was one of my favorite nights ever. So yeah,
We don't talk
it's-
about the next morning.
Repress it.
But I really did like 707. I thought that worked.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I think if you're turning
it's
into a
just
dude,
because,
though, you
like,
gotta
I'm-
do like more makeup than you think.
Contouring's a big
Yeah,
thing, I'm
Just
sure.
to,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I'm
feel
not
like,
sure how to do
um,
it myself, but
Well, and
I'm
I feel
more
like you
comfortable.
almost have to hold your face a different
You
way.
totally
in pictures when
do.
you're
Or
cosplaying a
you
guy. Like I feel like I had to set my jaw a certain way for
Who
Shishomaru
has
because he's got such a
beard
thin.
Because then no one will see it.
That's true.
Yeah, and I'm 5 feet
Just
tall,
have a beard.
so
We
I
just
always
need to have
feel,
beards.
especially like in a group when I'm especially like 707. There were so like Mystic Messenger
Yeah.
wasn't the thing.
It
when I
was, yeah, when
cosplayed
you did that,
707. There were like dozens of other ones, and they were all taller than me. And I look like a little baby.
you are
5 feet
small.
tall.
How
I
dare
mean,
you be
that,
small?
that worked for Greg and Angus, luckily.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
small boys I can do, but don't take that clip out of context.
Saving this
Um,
chat.
Clip saved. Clipped and saved.
Yeah, no, I do tend to cosplay more girls, and like if I think the outfit is cute, like Madoka, I had not even seen Madoka when I saw, like, I bought my Madoka, my original costume, from Anime Central because I saw it and I thought, that character is so cute. I want to be that. So I bought it. And then I bought the show at Anime Central and went home and watched it and then re-sewed the costume overnight because it was like 3 sizes too
wow.
big.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I think for me, that's like, I love Madoka so much. That's probably my favorite of my own costume.
I was gonna say that's my favorite of yours, but we obviously like met when you were wearing it.
Good memory.
Monica just suited you so well. Everyone has that one cosplay that they really just suits them, and that would probably
it just works.
For me, it's like, it's Monica or it's May. I feel like a lot of people just recognize me as May, because I think that was, like, my first, like...
May is your most impressive by far, because that's so much.
Yeah, I want to talk about how much that cost me.
Labor of love.
That's like Mercy for me, so we just don't talk about that at all.
I don't know about Mercy. Mercy was really good too.
That's when I think that was both of our first like big ass ones were together, and it was Overwatch. Yeah, but that hurt. That had a weight on the front in the breastplate to like keep the wings up.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking horrible. Torture.
So if you had a dream cosplay, what would it be?
That's hard.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to think.
Because I feel like you've done a lot of
your dreams.
Like you'd like to do it.
Your dreams are over.
Yeah, it's like when I see a character, I'm like, I want to do that. Like, the only one that I was like, I want to do this, but I'm not going to do it was the Bishoujo Shunya Yamashita Rei, and I did it.
A badass. So, that was a cute one.
Maybe, like, a goddess Madoka.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, yeah.
But I just think about the long wig, and then I'm like, nah, I don't think I care that
because
much.
her hair... It's wild, because it's kind of like a mullet.
Wigs.
But not.
Long wigs are the bane of my existence.
They're the worst.
Yeah, it's true.
But, like, just I would like to, like, light up the inside of the dress, like, where the galaxy is. Ugh.
I want to do that with Serenity. I want to do a Serenity gown and have it, like, glow.
I still also really want to do, like a Sailor Moon costume, like a big, fancy, glittery one.
Anything with LEDs I always think is super cool. That's something I haven't touched yet.
LEDs aren't hard.
No,
they're just annoying.
Kamui cosplay has such good like intros to all that stuff.
Absolutely.
She's the best. She has such great like tutorials.
Yeah, just easy break it down. She's actually where like I learned like what kind of camera to get for like cosplay photography.
Oh, that's
and
really
stuff.
cool.
And, like,
who is it? Is it Stella Chu? What is it? Who is she?
Stella Chu? Oh, that sounds familiar.
I think she does a lot of patterns too. I could be saying her name wrong. I can't.
I
quite
feel
remember.
like is she the one that did the really popular the Ari tales?
Yeah.
Maybe.
She did my 02 helmet thing too. Like you could just download the pattern and like cut it out of foam and like that whole thing or whatever. It was super easy and it looked good. Mm-hmm. Like that's one of the things where it felt like ghetto as hell, but it like looks great. So it's like whatever.
Like I said, I feel like that's so many cosplays is like people not knowing like how horribly fragile they are.
Oh, like, all the time. I like hot glue
like how
better than
dangerous
sewing
they
sometimes.
are. Like that I could possibly give you a splinter at any second.
Like, don't be ashamed to hot glue your seams instead of sewing them if you're crunched for time. Because, like, legit, you know my Diva bunny suit? That whole thing tight as hell, like, stretchy. All is hot glued. Whole fucking thing. Hot glued up the ass. Like,
I hot glued together my Aloy wig. Ooh, that's another one.
Ooh, that's a good.
I'm gonna do
that. Aloy's good.
Dream cosplay, I think right now, maybe the, like, Shadow Stalwart armor.
Yeah. Didn't Kamui do that?
Yes.
And she had, like, 3D printed.
But it's so many little pieces.
Yeah, it's
like,
all these 3D pieces.
So do we all have a favorite cosplay for Jessica?
I said Madoka. But it's because I met her in Madoka. That's how we met. Well,
I love Madoka.
I did say hi to you at ASEN, and you were in Madoka, and I don't think you knew who the fuck I was. And then after that, we went and saw the movie together.
Thank goodness.
The rest is history.
Because I was like, I think I was drunk, because like, I'm going to say hi to her. I know her on Facebook. And then you were like, who the fuck is this?
For me, so Jessica, you've had so many really amazing cosplays. Like, you do so many. But honestly, it's got to be Angus, because it was such a good day. I had so much fun.
That was a good day.
It was... Oh,
and it was a dream come true to cosplay the Adventure Zone together with my friends. And so I think that's my favorite, just because I have such good memories.
That was so much fun. Like, I made the business cards and handed out my business cards. And,
that was a good day.
Yeah.
Well, and the Ren Fair is such a good place to do the Adventure Zone.
Yes. I miss the Ren Fair.
Yes.
If the Ren Fair doesn't happen this year, I'm going to have a problem.
Well, this time now I can have it in my backyard. So
that's true.
Yeah.
I've got all the props for Sarah's birthday, so
that didn't happen.
I still have everything I got for that.
Connor has only destroyed half of the things I bought for them.
Only half.
Only half.
No, I think there's a good chance we get the real thing this year. I think there might be time.
I think so.
I feel
We should
like
all
Dice
be
Show
stabbed by
may
then.
still be a
I
thing.
hope so.
I feel like
I think that's fine. They're saying our state and, the other state below us.
I mean, so
Will be
the hospital
vaccinated by May.
Well, in the
That's what they
hospital I
say.
work at, I mean, they're just vaccinating left and right now. All these people. So
I'm supposed to
I
be
think
able
Wisconsin's
to get
doing
it now,
really
and they
well.
haven't told
Yeah.
me shit.
sorry, guys.
Lake
We need
County's
to
still
divert to
behind,
real
but-
life.
Ew.
'Cause this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
Go
Let's
back
not
to
talk about
fantasy
that.
land.
Yeah.
But hey, if anybody wants to be Hector, I need a man to carry around on a leash. I'm looking at all of you. As in my lady friends, not the viewers.
I want to be Sifa.
Yeah, you need to.
I would love to.
Oh, please.
So many plans.
I think I would probably be a dude from Castlevania. I would be like Alucard. or
Well,
something.
they're
I
all
could
gorgeous.
Yeah, they
Alucard
are.
is a very pretty
They'll
man.
have,
I was
like,
gonna say, I don't know if that
beautiful
really
hair.
counts as cosplaying a man.
It's kind of like
They're all
Sesshomaru.
beautiful. Yes.
I'll
yeah.
pack my pants, girl. I'll pack my pants.
You're gonna David Bowie that shit.
Yeah.
All right. Any parting words?
Cosplay's, like, fun.
Do what you
Don't
love.
stress out.
Do what you love.
Don't
man.
care what
Yeah.
other people say.
Yeah.
Who cares if you're missing that button? Who
Yeah.
cares if it costs $5 from Amazon?
Who cares if it starts to fall apart?
Straight
You can
up.
fix it
Yeah,
later.
who cares if you've got a
By the way,
giant
yeah, shout out
hole
to
in
all like
crotch of your
the
pants.
anime or all the like people who fix things. at,
Cosplay medics.
cosplay
Oh yeah,
conventions.
cosplay
Yeah.
medics.
You
You
are
guys are the real
absolutely.
MVPs.
Yes.
It's true.
Yes.
It's true.
Saved my life.
All right. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out with us and listening to us gush about one of our biggest and nerdiest hobbies. Our intro was provided by the ever-changing Noodle, and you can find their band on Instagram at Arcade Mode MKE or on Facebook as Arcade Mode Band. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook as Chaotic Nerdtral. Follow us on there for updates on upcoming episodes, and please let us know what we should talk about next. We would love your suggestions. We'll shout you out for giving us good ones, and we'll see you
Or if there's anything
next
that
week.
should change, anything you like or don't like.
Yes, absolutely. Even more so, tell us if there's something you don't like.
Yeah.
Yell at us.
All right.
Bye.
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 Bye.